everyone, it's Bashonen in a Box, and today we are gonna get into this package. Now, easy, just open, and oh boy, here it is. So I got myself Hakuoki for PS4. Showing to the camera. Yeah, I really wanted this game for PS4. Oh my god, I cannot imagine playing this on a big screen. I am super excited. Let's check out this manual. Whoa, inserts. We got this little mail order thing like usual. And just a controller guide? Yeah. Oh, it shows the Vita. That's interesting. So did this game simultaneously release on the Vita? I don't think so, though, because this is the game that has both of them in it. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah. And there's all the love interest. Cool. So there it is on the home menu. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Yo, is this a different intro? Yeah, I think this is a different intro from what I remember. So I think this is probably what the Switch version is like. Because I have not played on Switch, even though I just recently bought it. So I'll have to like compare both differences. But this is like a completely different intro from Edo Blossoms and Kyoto Winds. But yeah, it's looking cool. Ooh. Wow, that's actually a lot more better. I really like that. Well, same music for the intro. But I have no idea what all of this means. Is it like... Yeah, so it's like starting the game. So yes, I'm assuming that this is like the Kyoto Winds and then the Edo Blossoms. So I think you can just completely like change the game. Oh, do you actually have to beat the game before you can even play it? I think so, because it's just giving me an error there. Interesting. So yeah, I guess you cannot choose, and these are the option settings. So I guess you cannot choose Edo Blossoms, which is like, if you've already played Kyoto Winds and you want to play Edo Blossoms, that kind of sucks that you just can't pick it. But on the Vita, you can just, you know, obviously because they're completely two different games, you could just play Edo Blossoms. So interesting. Okay, so we have all of the games right here. The mainline ones, no spin-offs, no, you know, prequels, just the game, the base games, I think. I hope I have all of them, so we'll go through all of them. And it's 18 years of history here. So, the original Hakuoki, Demon of the Fleeting Blossom, PS2, did not come out in English, so it was just Japanese only. Then the first ever one we got in English was for the PSP. This came like in like 2011, I think. So this is one of the first ones we got. Then the DS one came next. I'm pretty sure in the timeline wise. Obviously we did not get this one in English. It was in Japanese. And then we got Stories of Shinsengumi in English on the PS3. Now, I think this game is the way you can play the original in HD. I have played this one. So it doesn't have like all the added content. But it has like extra stories with like Yamazaki, Shinpachi, and Sanan-san, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the 3DS, the one that I played first. My childhood game, or I guess high school game right here. So this was the first one I've ever played. And it's actually really nice on the 3DS. I love seeing their 3D models like pop out of the screen. I mean, it's not HD like the PS3 one, but it's like their character models are pretty cool. It's more like impactful, and then the cherry blossoms fall down in 3D, so I love that so much. But here are the remakes. So Kyoto Winds came out in English for the PS Vita, and this added more routes, better music, etc., etc. And it's just probably the most superior version to play the original Hakuoki game, I guess. But if 12 routes is too much for you to date, because I know a lot of people are overwhelmed with all the routes. Probably playing the original, which only has 6 routes, is probably going to be a lot more easier to handle. But it's just, I know a lot of people don't have a 3DS, a PS3, a DS, or, all of these older consoles. Most people tend to have a Switch or Steam, obviously, or even a mobile, but yeah. So yeah, here is Kyoto Winds. And then Edo Blossoms, the only European game I actually own. The reason why I bought the European copy was because it was cheaper with special edition. The English one was sold out, so yeah, I got the European. The little Peggy 16 on it, funny. And then obviously the new game I just got. I think they're called Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. So yeah, it literally these two, the PS4 and Switch, just combined the Edo Blossoms and Kyoto Winds into one game. So you didn't have to buy 2 games, because here's the ridiculous thing. So the original game is split up in 2 parts, where one part happens in Kyoto, the city of Kyoto, and then one part happens in Edo. Or Hokkaido, depending on which route you do, Hijikata's and whatever. But so they were like, oh, let's split those 2 parts of the games into 2 different games. Parts of the story to 2 different games. So yeah, basically you can tell the difference between when they have like shorter hair or they're wearing European clothing, Western clothing. But I think it's really interesting that they decided to make 2 games. It seems like a Nintendo move to make 2 different versions, or just to milk the series. They obviously fit the full game on the PS2 era. So that's why I don't understand why they had to split it up on the Vita. Maybe it was just like I said, 12 routes is probably too much for the Vita to handle for memory wise. So they just split it up and added extra content for every guy. One of the older characters, because the story writing was a little outdated. And, typical older Otome games would, so they had to make it a little bit more drama heavy and action packed, and a little bit more romance for the characters. I think Kazuma's route gets a little bit better in Edo Blossoms. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to play Chronicles of Wind. I'd never played these, so I want to see I just want to see how they change them up. But I think it's really interesting that they just started putting both games together. So if we ever get Hakuoki on the Switch 2 or the PS5 or Xbox, which I highly doubt we'll ever get on Xbox. Imagine though. But yeah, if we ever get these games on the newer hardware, I think they're probably just gonna keep doing it that way. Making it 2 games in one. But you only have to buy 1 game, so you're getting more bang for your buck. So like I said, if you're new to the series and you're okay with doing 12 routes, play Chronicles, and don't play these, because it's kind of annoying having to buy 2 different games when you can just get both games in one. Or if you want to just do 6 routes, play the original game that I played, probably the PS3, because it's in HD, and the graphics just look better in HD. The character model sprites look better, and they're not pixelated. The sound quality of their voice acting sounds better on the PS3, and all of that. On the DS, oh my god, I played the DS one now. I finally got around to playing it. They sound so pixelated. They sound so grainy. It's so bad on the DS. Never played on the DS. But maybe the 3DS, that's how I grew up with it, but do not do it on the DS. It's way too pixelated, and it's, oh god, why did they put it on the DS? It's pretty good on the PSP. These games are just the same game, pretty much. The PS2 and all that, they're just pretty much the same game. But I'm gonna have to make a full video, if I were to get a capture card and all of that. I do want to just straight up show the differences, because there's a lot. The 3DS one has extra little bonuses where you can do a photo studio and take photos with all the guys. It's really cute. They add little extras like that. the like I said, the PS3 has like DLC that's not in these ones, or in Edo Blossoms and all of that, but it is what it is. So yeah. Other than that though, I'm gonna head out now. This has been Bishonen in a Box, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.